What would you do if you had a medical emergency in Thailand? This scenario played out for us this week. We were in the house. Tasha had been sick since Friday, and now it was Tuesday. She found herself in excruciating abdominal pain. Lucky for us, we had made friends in the condo building where we lived. So I quickly called someone, and they were able to go to the juristic office and get someone to come up to our floor with a wheelchair. Once the juristic office personnel arrived on our floor, they called the ambulance. The ambulance came equipped with a doctor, nurses, medication, and everything that Tasha needed to start getting some relief from her pain. While in the ambulance, before it pulled off from our complex, they had already given her an IV with medication. They had drawn blood and began to assess what the problem was. We arrived in the hospital maybe 20 or 30 minutes later. And although sometimes the streets were very crowded, the other motorists respected the ambulance and moved over and did whatever they could to let the ambulance come through. This whole scenario was very, very scary for me and Tasha, as we had not experienced a medical emergency with the two of us in overseas at all, or even in the States. Once we arrived at the hospital, Tasha was quickly ushered into the emergency area, where she was given a bed. The doctor came right away, assessed the situation, and determined that she needed to get further tests. After they completed a CAT scan and a blood test, Tasha was moved into a room. I think this room, guys, was bigger than our condo. It was big and very nice, well equipped. The room even had a very large balcony overlooking what was a market or fair that was going on at the time. Before they moved us into the room, the payment department came to speak with me. I was prepared to do self-pay, and they broke down all the details for me. So for the ambulance, for the emergency room, all of the testing, the doctor's fees, the CAT scan, and what ended up being 2 nights stay in the hospital, the total for the bill at the end was less than $2,000 US. In fact, the total for the bill was $1,600 and I think $28. Of course, Tasha received nutritious meals while there. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You could choose off of a menu. There were Thai meals, American meals, or whatever, you decided. But of course, since Tasha was having abdominal issues, they had her on a more liquid diet. This was a very scary experience, and we would not have been able to even get Tasha from the 14th floor where we live down to a car if I had decided to take a Bolt or a Grab. We would not have been able to do that without our friends, Patricia and Roxanne. As soon as Tasha called for me and told me that she was ill, I reached out to our friend Monica, but I couldn't reach her at the time. Then I reached out to Patricia and Roxanne. Right away, they went to Juristic and they arrived at our door with a wheelchair. Whenever you travel somewhere, guys, don't try to be a lone wolf. Make sure you connect with some people in your building, in the area, because you never know when you're going to need somebody, to step in and help you out in a situation. We thank God for the friends that we've made here. We are appreciative of being here in Thailand, where Tasha could get top of the line, like excellent medical care, where she received nutritious meals, around the clock nurse care, doctors coming in every day, ensuring that her pain was managed and preparing and ready to do any other tests that were necessary to make sure that she was 100% before she left that hospital. This has been one of the scariest experiences of my life. Hope this has been helpful to you guys. Tasha is home resting now. Thank you for the love and the support. Please subscribe and continue to follow.